Hiya, welcome back to KWPR. As you all know, my name's Martin, and I've got to say, what a difference a week makes. Sorry, we're all complaining about baking in sort of like 35 to 42 degree heat, and now we're back down to sort of, well, I think it's about 18 today, but dull, cloudy, bit windy, bit spitty, horrible. Some of you have probably got nice weather, but we haven't down here, unfortunately. But such is life. Anyway, just want to say to all my regular subscribers who've stuck with me since the beginning, or come along and stuck with me for a while, thank you very much, guys. It's very much appreciated. And to any new watchers, please hit the subscribe button down below. Helps me out to keep this going. So anyway, a little bit of a different video a little later on this week. Take a trip down to Howie in Dorset. Used to be in Dorchester, sort of like virtually in the town centre, but he moved Christmas time this year, well, last year, I'd say Christmas time. And he got his new facility up and running by Easter, so it's been going a few months now, about 3 months. So my little first trip out to his new place, just to have a look at it and sort of see what he's got out there, what his future plans is, and a little chat with Matt himself. So hope you find it interesting. Be interesting to see what sort of fish he's got out there. Bearing in mind he's only been going 3 months, so it's going to take a while before he's fully up and running, I should imagine. Had a delivery, and what I got, I'll turn around and show you. So, yay, got me bung. So, what I have got is me bungs. So, that's me 4-inch. There's me 1.5 inch. So what you'll do, all these, is just put them in the pipe work, screw down on this nut, and as you can see, as you're tightening the nut, the rubber in the middle's expanding, and it creates a good seal. Now, the only thing that worries you is Matt, I was talking to Matt about this, and he was saying, what about the pressure when you, obviously, because I'm going to have to go dive in and put it inside the bottom drain. He says the pressure pushes it through, so hopefully it won't. I'll be able to get this in nice and tight so the pressure won't move it. And what I may do is, instead of doing that, one of my subscribers mentioned, I'll do that right as well, like that, and then I'll show you the 1.5 inch one, much the same. Screw that. One of the subscribers mentioned maybe put in a bucket and gluing some rubber around the lip of the bucket, and then putting that over the bottom drain, leaving the pumps running, so it sort of creates a suction up, seals it all in that way. I may try and give that a try rather than sticking this bugger in the hole, but I've got that if the bucket trick doesn't work. But so yeah, got those, so making progress on getting the drum fitted, but a little bit of a setback on that situation. Ooh, excuse me, cleaning the filters, because British Gas came out to service me perfectly serviceable and working boiler during the week, and he came out, done all his servicing bits and everything like that, didn't pick up any faults, and then he was putting the cover back on. He says, oh, you got a leak, and I'm like, right, okay. Well, my missus did. I was obviously I was over in France, and my missus said, well, there weren't a leak, it was working fine. And he said, yeah, look, every time I put the cover on it leaks. I may have dislodged something when I was doing the service. He says, I think it's this bit, I'll come back tomorrow. So he went away, come back the following day, and he went, no, it's not that bit I brought, it's the heat exchanger and tray. and you can't get them for this particular boiler anymore. They've stopped doing them. Right. Yeah, I'll get someone to ring you from British Gas about a new boiler. And I'm like, well, the boiler was working. So long and short of it is, I did get somebody to check to see if you could get the parts for the boiler that he says have gone. You can't, he's right, they have stopped making them. So yeah, I've got to fork out for a new boiler. Great. Like I said, working before he turned up for a service, and I know that the government are trying to, I think it's 5 years time in it, 4 years time now possibly, that new boilers, new gas boilers are not going to be fitted. They're working on hydrogen boilers and trying to get people to switch over to air source heat pumps and ground source heat pumps. Going to have to provide the funding for it, aren't they? But yeah, so obviously all the gas companies are trying to push as many new gas boilers as possible. Call me a cynic, but okay, but yeah, got to fork out for a new gas boiler. So yeah, not happy about that, but hey ho, that's nothing to do with koi keeping and gardening or anything like that. So yeah, crack on. So yeah, so got those, but everything's going well in the pond. I'll knock the air off and we'll have a little look at the fish. Growing well. Ooh dear, there's a salt course around here at the moment when I'm cleaning the filters. So knock the air off and have a little look-see. Bit dull and dark. Oh, there's all my babbas. All doing well. And they are starting to put, I mean, there's me grow and show to hassle. He's almost as big as the, well, probably is the same size as the Bosky. Trying to get him to go together. There's the Bosky over there, but yeah, not as big as some people. Stuart, sorry Coy, this is quite a big beast, but he's been heating to 24 degrees all winter. I was only keeping mine at a sort of steady 15 or 16, but piling the food in now in the summer. And he's growing. He's not going to win any competition, but the body on him now. He is going to be a big fish. And he was quite orange, but I've not been putting colour food in. I've just been feeding plenty of river shrimp and prawns, and it does seem to be bringing out the red in them, as it is all of them. They were quite orange coming out of winter and spring, but they're going nicely. So I may be putting some colour food in at the end of the season, just a little bit. But I will say, since I stopped the Shogun and I've just gone purely onto the Shory and Sakiakari sinking growth, there's the whites on sort of like the Shiro, the cow, Shiro the cow, and the Tancho Showa spot down there. It's on really yellow. Maybe something to do with the sun as well, but not as crisp white. So I can't wait to get the Shogun back in them really, bring the whites back out. I'll show it down there as yet unnamed. It's really glowing. Really glowing. I know it's not the best, I haven't got my polarising lens, but I've noticed a little bit of a tint on the water with just growth food going in. Pleased to say all the blanket weed is now gone. Just getting the last little bit out of my filters now, and hopefully I'll be having blanket weed free filters from now on, he says. But anyway, just a quick little update on the pond, and just go over now to Howie Koi out at Dorchester, and hope you enjoy it. Right, see you at the other end. Right, so we've arrived. Hell of a setup actually. Lovely little place, a little bit awkward to get to. I'll show you the road on the way out, so you know if you do come down here. But you can see behind me, lovely quiet big garden, and then I'll spin you around and show you sort of like the koi area. Hold on a sec. So there's the main pond where you've got some of the bigger fish. Most of these are for sale, not all of them are for sale. We've got a big mirror in here, and there's a couple other fish. There's a kahaku, and this big girl, she's not for sale either, unfortunately. Otherwise she would have been in my pond a long time ago. But the pond's been up and running about 3 months now, and it is massive. And then we've got the 2 koi houses either side here, which we'll have a look in a minute. And Matt's just going to chuck a bit of food in for them. It is just the 2 in here you've got for, not for sale, isn't it? Or is it?
Yeah, only the 2.
Yeah. Which I've pointed out already. What size did you say this was?
75,000 litres.
75,000 litres. So yeah, you can imagine the headache it comes if you ever need to treat that.
3.5 weeks to fill it up.
Yeah, 3.5 weeks to fill it up, as Matt said there. Which is nice. Take it you're not on a warm meter.
Borehole.
You got a borehole?
Hmm.
Have you?
Yeah, it's all on the borehole. So the only thing we have to pay for is electric to pump it. Another reason.
It's like drinking as well.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pristine, absolutely. It's really good. Basically, you put it in a spring bottle.
And bottle it and sell it.
Yeah.
God, flaming hell.
No phosphates, no nitrates. Everything is just spot on. Funny thing is though, when we actually purchased the property, we haven't actually done a water test, so we never know whether we could actually do this or not.
Oh right.
Because we couldn't use the water that was there.
You was aware it was a borehole fed for all your water.
Yeah. But then you can have boreholes that are high in metals and other bits and pieces that you wouldn't want in for your fish.
No, yeah.
And yeah, it's been fine.
You notice any difference in yourself though?
No.
No.
No, just a year older.
We're just a year older, yeah. I know. No, there's some people sort of say, you know, if you have better quality water, you can actually sort of feel better in yourselves, and you've not noticed anything.
No, this has been running as well for 3 months.
Yeah. I think you're beating your record over there. So this is Pond House A, I suppose you call it.
It is. Yeah.
Pond House A. So what you got in here then, Matt?
It's basically a whole mix, different breeds, different colours, or varieties, price ranges again, so go from the bottom of the scale.
Yeah.
We bought some butterflies this year, everybody every year, I know. We refrained from buying any every single year, and this year we had the opportunity to buy some, support some. First batch went within 24 hours. For another batch, they went exactly the same.
Seriously?
I've sold probably 150 butterflies this year.
No.
It's just nuts. But yeah.
I take it that's on the amateur hobbyist, not the...
No, some of them are
what you call serious
Yeah.
call keepers.
And probably out of the ones that they were looking at, spent probably 1 hour to 2 hours to choose the one that they wanted. So they were serious, but we had one chap turned up, and hopefully you won't watch the video. He said he didn't like them because they've been genetically modified.
Which koi hasn't?
Exactly. Which koi hasn't?
Yeah. Need to rethink that idea. Yeah. And these are all Jack imports you got this year, isn't it?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's all Japanese, apart from
Yeah,
the
good.
shed where we got some of our own.
Yeah. Yeah, because you had a bit of an upset, but we won't go into that one. But so what is the price ranges for these tanks in here? Where you starting from?
Probably starting from £25, and then they go up to ones behind us that are basically all the fish that are on the website.
Yeah.
So everything on the website is in this tank, so you can see the quantity of fish that we haven't actually covered on the website.
Yeah.
It's just, we didn't get time to do it with all the pond birds and
Yeah.
all the stores.
So you did have some crashes, just for a friend of mine, this is a Slim. You did have some crashes on the website, but they've all gone.
They're all gone.
But we've got some more smaller ones in the other end, which we'll get on film for you in a little while soon. Because apart from putting this video out, I'll cut that bit out and fire that up to him, and he might give you a ring, or it might be a little bit small for what you're looking for. But he's just lost a black Zeus.
All right.
He bought a black Zeus, a Denichi black Zeus. It was only a small one, and he was growing it on in his grow-on tank, and he got it out to have a little look and progress and measure up on that, put it back in his tank, and at some point just after he'd done that, it jumped out. It was a lovely fish, actually. Absolutely gorgeous. But again, genetically modified fish.
So tracking Denichi Himatsudas amongst them.
They are Denichi, are they?
All Denichi, all certified and certificates for them.
There you go, so you've got some certificates with the Himatsudas. I will say there are some nice ones in that mix. So if you fancy a key Matsuba, Merrick, they've got some good ones down here.
They're stunning, aren't they?
They are stunning, yeah.
They're ready for 2022
Yeah.
centimetres, but yeah, you get them up to 2 feet, and
Yeah, it's going to be cracking looking fish.
you all know what Denichi do with their Matsudas.
Yeah. Bit. So as you can see, it's quite a wide selection of fish in Fish House A, and like I said, those Matsubas are definitely worth a punt. So going past the big ponds again, which I'm very, very envious about.
It comes with its drawbacks. You mentioned just a minute ago, treatments. Everything about a big pond is drawbacks. It is 8 feet deep. It wasn't meant to be 8 feet deep, it was only going to be 12 feet, but on the far right hand corner when we dug it out, it was slightly high, so went in with a digger to bring it on back out level, and went from chalk straight into subsoil. False bed of chalk from all the construction that happened over the years. So then we had to dig down even further to find the solid chalk, and we found the solid chalk, it ended up at 8 feet deep.
Any negatives on that? You had any swim bladder problems on the deck?
Nothing at all. You know, the fish wise have been perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It's greed more than anything.
Yeah.
You don't need a pond 8 feet deep.
No.
You know, just
No, there's been a train of thought going about They're saying that if you go deeper than sort of like 5 foot, you start getting swim bladder problems because koi aren't really proper fish. They're all... I'm sorry, but you go to some of these big layer pits where you've got carp out there and they're 20, 25 foot, 40, some places 40 foot deep.
I do think, you know, this pond had 6 metres by 6 metres. Potentially, yeah, if you only had a pond that was 3 metres and 8 feet deep, they are then diving
down
to go down. Yes, then I can
possibly
see
yeah.
that there's an issue with
Whereas
that.
here they got a gradual.
It is smart as well when you're actually looking through the window and you're seeing one right on the bottom of the pond. It's coming out just like jewels coming through the water, right? Yeah. But the other pond is as well, because of the depth of it, the water cloudy.
Yeah.
But like I can see the bottom drains from here.
Yeah.
With the positioning of them, I'm having to look through 12 feet of water and I can see them. So the clarity of the water, I believe if I reduced it to 5 feet, you would be probably saying how clean the water is.
Yeah.
Everything's magnified because of the depth of it.
Because of the depth of it, yeah.
You can see around the coast, we have still got some jobs to do, but
Well, it's, yeah, but you like I said, you've only been up and running 3 months.
yeah, we basically started digging the day after Boxing Day, and then we were up and running by Easter.
Yeah.
And since then we've been flat out with
Flat out, yeah.
filtering stores, fish sales, and all the other bits and pieces that we do.
One of Matt's many dogs, having a good roll. And this is Fish House B. And again, complete mix of fish in here.
Yeah.
Got some of your own fish in. Which tank did you say it was? The own tank we'll have a look at in a minute, yeah.
Some of the Shinoda Hyatt series in that tank, which you've probably been seeing the post and
Yeah.
wholesale one. There's
Yeah.
a batch we've managed to get hold of.
Sold many of them yet?
Yeah, we've done well with them.
Yeah.
Few left over to go. Happily eating the Coppins food.
There you go, see Matt.
Yeah.
Matt saying about Coppins.
Exactly.
Yeah. And we were talking about that just earlier, really, of sort of saying how the viability of going expensive foods for a dealer, it's just not practical, really. So, and you've had no problems with the Coppins food whatsoever.
No.
The fish are all happy on it. They're growing well in your ponds.
So like I said, I'd love to actually do an analysis between different filters, different foods
Yeah.
with the same fish, but you can't duplicate a exact system to be able to see what the clarity of the water through the different filters is,
No.
or your performance of the biological side, and also with the food. You know,
Yeah. And as I said, you know, the practicalities of it when you've got so many fish to look after and on expense-wise. For the hobbyist, yes, you can play around with different foods and, you know, judge for yourself what you think may be the best.
I think if you've got your selection of 12 fish that you're not going to potentially increase, all you want to do is roll on,
Yeah.
then yeah, invest some money into it. You know, the second I do, one of our latest customers decided to walk in.
You've got 3 geese there, and Matt adopted them when they were a couple of days old, and now they think he's dad, and everywhere Matt goes, the geese go, and I mean literally everywhere. They know they're not allowed in the house, but they will come up to the door and put their heads through the door and watch him move around the house. But yeah, and they are like a bunch of children.
More Matsudas.
Yeah. Hyatt Sewerage, where they come from?
They're Shinodas again.
They're Shinoda Hyatt Sewerage.
These two tanks actually link up together.
The 2 tanks together, yeah.
They can basically go back and forth on the ponds. The intention was to close them off so they were in the same water.
Yeah.
But have a selection of fish on one side that couldn't get to the others.
Yeah.
But that hasn't happened.
Sorry, am I blocking your way to get to Dad?
What's going on? Hey.
No, I'm only here for the fish food.
But they don't like to do.
And this is your fish.
Yeah, the remainder of last year's fish.
Yeah, so the bigger ones in this tank here.
Yeah, they're just over a year now, so they were on heat. for the whole of the winter.
Yeah.
So in effect, really, the fish, the smaller ones are the same age as the bigger ones, but they're
Under different conditions, yeah.
very different conditions. So you can see the growth size difference from having them on the heat and having 12 months.
Yeah. I've been saying for a while, and a few of us have been saying for a while, the secret to good growth is heat and lots of food. And the filtration, yeah, to keep it all going. But like I said, there's proof in the pudding. All these are the same age, which you wouldn't believe. And for UK bred fish as well, like I said, if you wouldn't have known, if you wouldn't have been told, then you wouldn't have known they were UK bred fish, because they look just the same as the Japanese stuff, really. Although I will have a word off your camera about that in a minute, so I've got the same problem as you and that lot. You've got a couple of small sturgeon in here, haven't you? Or are they sturgeon or sterlet?
Sterlets now. There is one sturgeon in there, gone and back. But we get a batch coming every year.
Yeah.
Probably about 200 units, and we sold the majority of them now, so it's basically
What's left there?
Yeah, white tips now.
Yeah.
And they've learned to take the food off the surface.
By swimming upside down. Yeah.
Yeah, well, a big stone that we have now, we have to leave at the old house.
Oh, did you?
It's just we trying to organise and set it all up for such a big fish.
Yeah.
To move was I just didn't want to agree. So the owners were keeping the pond, and they were happy to keep the sturgeon, so we left them there. And whether he's still there or not, I don't know, but
that was a shame, because that's just about 6 foot, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the logistics of it, trying to set up another pond for the sturgeon to go in. All of the big fish do it all in a swimming pool over the whole of the winter for basically 6 months. And with the filtration, we're just never going to cope with that. And who was the least important fish to come was the sturgeon.
Really?
Yeah, especially at home bad now, because the fish never came up off the bottom at all. And because it was just a beluga, it was really dark, it would have been in the bottom of the pond and you would never have seen it.
Yeah.
So, we were doing a lot of hassle, a lot of effort trying to move them all over and we didn't need to.
Yeah. I mean, that would have been required a tank and
it was just
everything, wasn't it? Yeah, sling.
Yeah, we basically, from deciding that we were going to sell coming out here, it was basically 8 weeks that we had to organise everything, and it was just too much grief. And the worst time of year to be trying to do it.
Yeah. So, regular viewers of my channel know we've seen your old place that you used to have and everything like that. So, what was the reason for the move originally?
Really so that we could concentrate on having everything all in-house, better organised. The old place, we had grown and grown and grown, and it was add on. I wanted a system that basically looked after itself as much as possible. So we've managed to do it here. The filtration is straightforward, gravity straight into the drums, and then back into the filtration, which is just trickle towers or backy showers, whatever you want to call them now.
Yeah.
And that is it. And the media inside is alpha block. And as you've seen by the numbers of the fish that we've got in each of the tanks, considering we've only been up and running for 3 months, the filtration has coped unbelievably well.
Well, yeah, I'll vouch for that. And obviously you've sort of downsized from 8 bedrooms down to, what have you got now? Four bedrooms there, so. Yeah.
The kids got older, they've all moved on and doing their own thing. But the problem is they love it here so much, every weekend they seem to arrive with the grandchildren in tow.
Well, you've got a lot of land as well, ain't you? So, there's plenty of room and it's quiet.
It is. That's the beauty of it, and everybody that comes down there is like, wow.
Yeah.
It is awesome. You probably saw the alpacas when you came in.
Yeah.
It is perfect for us.
Yeah. So you so you've got the main pond in the centre there, like I say, so most fish in there are for sale apart from a couple. You've got the 2 filter hours. Is there any plans for any further expansion?
We want to go outside. For the moment, all of our big lakes, where obviously all of our fire, the 2-side and 2-year-old, some of them are kept. There's a good sort of 25-minute drive from here, and it'd be nice to bring some of it back here to make it easier for us. As you've seen by the numbers of fish here, a lot of it is Japs here, so we do want to build another 2 of these units so that we can sell our English,
your own fish,
as well as the Japs. It is just a time issue. It's like the website we mentioned earlier, trying to update the website with all the stuff that we do. It's just a time-consuming job. We don't have the time. Maybe in the winter this year, because I won't be building all of these ponds, I will have more time to sit down and play around with the website and enter the things in there, because we do lose a lot of business because people think that we don't sell the equipment or we don't sell the pipe work, and it's just solely because I haven't had the time to put it all on the website.
Yeah, because I spoke to you about that earlier, about doing an on-site shop, which you're not going to do, but you can still lay your hands on anything anybody requires.
Anything, yeah.
Absolutely anything. And they've just got to give you a ring, say, Matt, can you get me this? And you'll get it within...
next day delivery as well.
Next day delivery.
As long as I've got it in stock, or it's sat in wholesalers in stock, it's delivered that same or dispatched that same day. And delivered the following day.
Yeah, so you got your you got Facebook, you got a website. And obviously people can give you a ring direct.
They can do.
Or send you a message via Messenger. Yeah. And you generally get back to them near enough straight away, won't you?
Yeah. Unless I'm sat on one of the lakes where I've decided I never take my mobile phone
with you,
because of the number of I keep saying that, the number of mobiles that sat at the bottom of the pond.
You've lost a few, have you?
Just a few. I really need to find something that does a floating, waterproof mobile phone, and then I'll be okay then.
I think there's a floating case you can get.
Yeah, I need something.
I'm pretty sure, I can't remember where I saw that, but I'm pretty sure you can get a floating case. Might be worth Googling. Professor Cook, here we go. See, they just follow him everywhere now, because we're stood in that ring. Yeah, 3 Musketeers.
What are you doing? We're going to go out.
Just sort of show you up around the sort of surroundings there.
We had a family party last weekend, so we've got some tidying up to do again.
That's not too untidy. That looks fun.
The water slide, I never used it, but...
You didn't? Yeah, I'm sure you didn't. Right, so that's everything you got on site. So I was just going to say thank you, Matt. Thank you very much for having me.
Lovely meeting you again, man.
Yeah, and like I said, I spoke to you earlier anyway about what's happening with me, but I will be back, and especially when you get something that I'm looking for, which I'll talk to you about in a second. And but no, thank you very much for having me. And like I said, if anybody wants to get hold of Matt, like I said, Facebook, his own website, or just sort of phone him or message him on Messenger, Facebook Messenger. Right, I'll see you guys in a minute. I can reverse engineer it all. See you later, Matt.
See you later, buddy. Take care.
And you. you look out the window, I think it's, so you've got Valley House. There's this, oh right, yeah, pass it over here. So you want us to do, got that, that's it, and then just keep it until we get out to the main road. That's a nice place. Yeah, I hope you found that interesting, enjoyed that. Yeah, listen to the conversation I was having with Matt. He didn't really want his face on camera, but he was quite happy to talk and show me around. He's got big plans for the future. Like I said, it's only been up and running 3 months. But yeah, interesting one to keep an eye on for the future. Got some nice fish in there. But yeah, we had quite an in-depth conversation off camera as well. And he's got some interesting points. He does build ponds as well, so you know, and equipment wise he can get you anything, virtually anything you want on next day delivery. So pop over to his website or the Facebook page, have a look, check him out, and yeah, tell him I sent you. He might be able to sort you out. All right, well that's it for this week. Yeah, I'm not in prison. I sat on a cabin on a boat. So I will leave you to it. Hopefully see you next week. Got to think about getting the filter out. So thing is, I've got me grandkiddies coming down 2 weeks time. Spend a week with us, so I don't really want to have the Nexus out on the deck really. I need to speak with the missus about it and sort of see what she says, but having the Nexus out on the out of the pit, being pump fed with little kiddies running around, that should be okay. I'll speak to the wife and see what she thinks. But anyway, take care of yourselves, have fun, enjoy your ponds, and remember, it isn't a hobby, it's a lifestyle. Catch you soon, take care, bye bye.